October 7, in 1801, in Boston, son of a street actor, lost his parents at the age of 3. Then he was adopted by a rich merchant called John Allan. In his youth, Edgar enjoyed a short period of comfort and university studies interrupted at first by his expulsion from the cloister and then from military school. This led to the total breaks of any relationship with his adoptive father. From now, then, the poverty was going to be his faithful companion. While working on various newspapers, Poe tried to publish his first story and poems. In 1835, he marries his own cousin Virginia, who was 13 at the time. Lives with her and her mother until the sudden and early death of Virginia. This tragic event will end up seeking Poe's fragile and sick character. Virginia was his only companion and support on his misery. Finally, Edgar dies on October 7, in 1849, in Baltimore Hospital, victim of delirium tremens. Few days after being found in a street of that city under unknown circumstances. Black Cat. This is a story narrated in the first person by a man who cared a lot for animals, whose partner was a black cat named Pluton. His wife said that black cats are witches. With time, this character develops a dark feeling for this animal. One night in which they returned home completely drunk because he had problems with alcohol and anger, it seemed to him that the cat avoided him, and in a moment of rage he cut his eye with a knife. Shortly after he hung him from a branch and killed him. That night his house caught fire, and in one of the walls appeared the figure of the dead cat. He later gets another cat and also tries to kill him, but in that case he ends up killing his wife. He hid her body hiding a fake wall. This wall one day starts to fall and gives haunting sounds. When the wall finally falls, in it lies the body of his wife, with the cat on top of her. The Fall of the House of Usher. The narrator arrives at night to the spooky house. This house is the home of his friend Roderick Usher, who called his visit urgently due to physical and mental illness. He was feeling an enormous terror and nervousness. In the past, Usher used to live with his sister, who apparently dies of a suddenly disease. They both decide to put her in a coffin and leave her in a vault. After 7 days, the house feels different. It feels cold and fearful. Strange sounds can be heard. A strong storm falls outside. Someone's presence is felt in the house. Suddenly, the visitor decides to open the door, and the figure of Lady Madeleine appears. She was alive, and they had buried her. Filled with horror, the narrator runs from the house, and as he walks away, he can see the house is vanished.